What is up, everybody? Twitterverse TV here today. So we're going to talk about this Sony fanboy who has made this ridiculous post on Twitter. So he says, shout out to the Xbox dudes that defend a losing platform each and every day. One question for you all. Where does this energy come from to keep fighting for all those L's? And it's like, I don't know if he's been living under a rock this entire generation, because Microsoft has completely changed everything around with the Xbox console this generation. It's like everybody, the thing people been talking about the most this generation is Xbox Game Pass, Xbox exclusives. These Sony fanboys keep talking about Xbox and their exclusives, but he's saying Xbox is taking L's each and every day. Like, what is he talking about? What else is Xbox taking? Having Game Pass gives you access to all these new and like fairly new games on the service for only like a low price a month. How apparently he's talking about that L, or the L that Halo Infinite is scoring nothing but 9s and 10s, and Forza Horizon doing the same, scoring 9s and 10s, being the biggest game talked about this entire holiday season. So I just don't get it. Then defending a losing platform, and then we just got the results from last month. If you care about the console sales, the Xbox Series consoles has been dominated over the PS5, especially last month, and it's probably going to do the same for this month as well too. So I just don't get where they're going with this. They keep making up these false narratives. It's like the Xbox system, the Xbox ecosystem, whether it's the Series S or Series X, are both good systems, both good consoles. People said this current generation is very reminiscent of the 360 generation. So I just don't see where they're going up with this. But let's read the response to this guy. I feel like this tweet is from last January. It actually makes sense to write it. Yeah, if you had made this like Xbox One generation, it makes sense. But making this kind of statement now just makes no sense, to be honest. Games and value. Been playing more games than I ever have, and I'm pretty sure I'm doing it for hundreds less per year than a PlayStation guy. Bang for the buck. Also, genres that frankly Sony forgot how to make. Let's see. They have the most devoted fan base after waiting 9 years for games. Where do they get these narratives from? Like, what are you talking about? 9 years for games, and seeing CGI trailers on us another 3 to 5 for something big outside of Forza, Gears, and Halo. That's commitment. Hell, PS3 only having a few good games the first 18 months. It wouldn't have been for Metal. Okay. It comes from the endless supply of pony salt, since Xbox moves seem to bother ponies a hell of a lot more than Xbox fans. That is definitely facts right there. This might have been fitting before, but not now, pretty much. I was asking myself this the other day. I don't know where they get the energy from. This person said facts, and he has a God of War avatar. So definitely no bias there. They actually won't feels D. That is just weird. Losing what though? That's highly subjective. It really depends on each one. For me, Xbox is winning greatly. Yeah, in my opinion too. I think Xbox is winning, to be honest. It's like when you talk about the features, the services, and the great exclusives, I think Xbox is winning, in my opinion. If we don't count, but I think they're just going by consoles. So I think they just go by whoever sells the most consoles wins, in their opinion. But I think Xbox is doing a lot of great things this generation. But back to the comment, the guy says, that's highly subjective. It really depends of each one. For me, Xbox is winning greatly, especially because I pay less and less for a ton of games, including exclusives. Yeah, consumers are winning with the Xbox. You're saving a lot of money. You don't gotta pay $7 for a video game. You got Game Pass. You get to play that game and play that new exclusive in Game Pass. So I don't know. Xbox is definitely consumer friendly. PS5 still has the best exclusives, yes, but I'm really heavy on my Xbox anyway. Let's see. I put a game in the console and play it. Don't see what's so bad about that. Heck, I don't even have to put a game in the console much anymore. I got Game Pass. Yeah, that's true. The pot calling the kettle hot. Better question. Where do you have all the energy to keep up with all this nonsense? Losing platform. I wonder what Sony is for following literally just about everything Xbox is doing, but mostly worse. Yeah, they are definitely copying Xbox's subscription fee model. They definitely want to improve their subscription fee services. So it seems like they're kind of copying Xbox's trend, to be honest. For a platform you believe is losing, it sure lives in your head rent free. Yeah, Xbox definitely lives in these guys' heads rent free. What is this? Somebody trying to cast a fishing line into the ocean and just fell in? Wow. Okay. They've been with Xbox since they were kids, although it's been the only console they associated themselves with over the years, although it makes sense. I have a buddy of mine that's the same way. Or maybe you could just like Xbox. I mean, don't care about nostalgia reasons, but you just like the Xbox ecosystem and console. I know, right? PlayStation has said so many great games this year. Like, well, there was, but that one, that's nothing. PlayStation partnered with Microsoft Azure since they couldn't manage it themselves, and now Microsoft Paint too. So this is Jim Ryan as a kid saying, how can I make more money with the PS5 than Microsoft Paint, dumping some paint over it, and then say, Eureka. Wow. The bits are strong. I think he's trying to say the bots are strong. Bro, look in the mirror, you got a little bot in you. I don't defend PlayStation, especially not every day. He just trashes Xbox every day, though. Really enjoying the fact that I can play my console from my phone in a different city. Also, if you need an adaptive controller, Xbox has got you. Even for PlayStation players, because exclusiveness sucks. I also love my old Xbox save sync without subscription ever even needed. The biggest L, how it started versus how it's going. What do you say? So he said Microsoft trashed the Halo franchise. Then what is this next picture? Oh look, Halo Infinite with nothing but 9s and 10s everywhere. Wow. Guess he was wrong about that one. Apparently 343 is doing something good. People giving it like 9s and 10s everywhere. Then he says Phil's wiener. Wow. OMG, who the hell cares? Jim, please hurry the F up and get these games out. Yeah. They need some games ASAP. Jeez. I guess February can't come sooner. I played both, and honestly, until this last generation, stuck with Microsoft primarily for one reason: a controller. The size and the feel of Sony controllers pre-PS5 are ridiculous. Microsoft won the one every generation. With the PS5, Sony finally brought a usable controller. Yeah. Let's see. Shout out for them gloating on second place silver. Gotta love how big Sony boys act while Nintendo curb stomping both of them with underpowered tech. I recommend going on their Twitter and thanking them for not making a power refresh. Otherwise, it'd be RIP Mamma Mia. Yeah, people were saying that. Like, Nintendo Switch is really dominating both the Xbox and the PlayStation, to be honest. But just imagine Nintendo had like a 4K system. I don't know. I don't know. That'd be kind of crazy if Nintendo did a 4K system, because they're kind of beating them with this underpowered tech. But the Nintendo Switch is still fun, though. Even though it's kind of underpowered, it's still fun. So you got that. And on seriousness, since 2018, Xbox went from 5 studios to 23 and have kept from interfering with these studios, letting them make what they want. Also, the introduction of Game Pass, where we are going to be able to play all those games for a low price. We can see the future. Another upset pony. What is this? Okay. Why are you worried? If your team was winning, then they would be tweeting out videos of the games they're playing instead of tweeting about Xbox gamers. Nobody gives a damn, bro. And shout out to the fanboys. Only tweet about the console they supposedly don't like, but never the console they cheerlead for. That is kind of true. You see these guys talk more about Xbox than they do about the console they prefer to like, which is the PS5. So that is kind of true in a way. Game Pass is the way. Great games is the service, and Microsoft pays you credit to play games. The energy is in my wallet. I'm riding this until the wheels falls off. Yeah, even with Xbox ecosystem, when you play games in there, you get rewarded with the Microsoft reward points, and you search on their Bing and stuff. It's like you actually save money by actually using their stuff. So it's pretty cool. Another cool service, another cool feature by Xbox. PlayStation is the one taking L's. Imagine investing $7.5 billion on a losing platform. Oh man! But yet they were crying and complaining that Bethesda games are not on the PlayStation consoles anymore. Like that makes sense. Whatever. I don't understand why Twitter keeps showing me console wars when I don't care about the console wars. Stay mad. So help me understand what happens with the people that own both systems. Are they winners or losers? I don't know. They love to be abused by Phil and his furry friend Aaron Greenberg. This is such a cringe post. Console fanboys and phone fanboys are toxic. Remind me when PlayStation releases a worthwhile game. Same energy you have for talking about a console you don't own and a console you probably never will. So keep talking about Xbox, and those fans will know it's doing something right. Microsoft, he says, my energy comes from y'all's narratives failing each and every day, and seeing you create even more absurd ones. The S gives me a big chuckle and brightens my day. Coffee helps too. Okay. Shout out to the people who review bombed Halo and still failed. Yeah, they did try to review bomb Halo and it failed. Like how do you fail trying to review bomb a product? Like, that's just sad. A bonus hand of applause for the people who are saying positive reviews are paid for. Yeah, they definitely push that narrative out there too. Because we love video games no matter what platform. Shout out to you for having that much energy for continuing to put down Xbox players when you can't even cheer for your own team. How sad is that, honestly? So I'm gonna conclude it right here. Yeah, this is pretty long. So I'm gonna conclude it right here. Yeah. Nobody agrees with this guy's post. I think no rational gamer agrees with this guy's post. It's like, I don't know if this guy's living on a rock. They're saying that Xbox has just been losing consistently, has been doing nothing good. I don't know what he's talking about. The most talked about games right now are Xbox exclusives. Pretty much throughout this whole year has been Xbox exclusives people have been talking about. So I don't know. Different your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.